I was a newly transferred teacher, assigned to a small town school. It was peaceful, quiet, and affordable. I quickly found a cheap rental room, spacious, old, but tidy. Everything seemed fine, except for the suitcase. There, under the bed, was a large, worn-out suitcase, old leather, scratched corners, and tightly locked with a rusty clasp. I asked the landlady about it. "Oh, that," she said casually. "That belonged to the previous tenant. She never came back. Just leave it alone. Okay?" I respected privacy, so I left it there. But the longer I stayed, the stranger things became. Every night, around 11 p.m., I would hear the faint sound of suitcase wheels dragging slowly across the floor. SHRRR, SHRRR. It stopped as soon as I turned on the light. One night, a delicate floral scent lingered in the air, something like old perfume and burnt candles. Another night, I dreamed of a woman in a wedding dress, standing in the rain, holding that very suitcase. Her face was blurred, her eyes lifeless. I began asking around. A neighbor told me, her voice lowered, that room used to be rented by a young woman who did bridal makeup. Sweet girl. One day, she was hit by a truck on her way to a wedding. She died on the spot. That suitcase, it's her last job, her last dream. I stared at the suitcase for hours that night. I couldn't bear it anymore. The next morning, I decided to find her family. Through old client records she had scribbled on the back of the mirror. I tracked down a cousin. He cried when he heard what I'd found and came to help me open the suitcase. Inside, there was no blood, no wedding dress, just some old makeup tools, a white veil, and an unfinished wedding invitation. On top of everything, a photo of the girl herself, smiling softly in a white dress. I wrapped everything carefully, placed it all in a wooden box, and asked for permission to bury it beside her grave on a windy hilltop. That night, I had a dream. She was there, standing among white wildflowers. Her face was no longer blurred. She smiled, bowed slightly, and turned away, disappearing into a field of light. Since then, my room has been quiet, peaceful. The scent is gone. The dragging noise never returned. But I sometimes leave a flower on my windowsill at night, just in case she ever walks by and needs to know someone still remembers her.